Hey guys, I just wanted to make this real quick bonus video to show off my niece and nephew. They have their own YouTube channel that I would really like you guys to go take a look at. It's TwinTubeHD. They are 5 or 6 years old now, and they have their own channel. They do some reviews and some really cool stuff. And they just made a Christmas review on a review on a Christmas product that I think you guys might enjoy. Check out the link. I'll try to put it right here. Link to their channel, and go like their page or subscribe to their page and check out this video. You'll find I'll go ahead and play this video that they just made, and then you'll find it on their channel as well. So do me that favor and go like their channel. Appreciate it.
This is Jake from TwinTubeHD, and today we're doing a special video of Christmas lights, but it's a starter pick from Philips.
That's right, it's the new Illuminate starter kit, and let's talk about what actually comes into the box, Jake.
Yeah, let's open it up.
And before we open it up, I just want to show everybody what it comes with in the box of the starter kit for the Illuminate starter kit by Philips. Basically what you'll see is it comes with the actual control box, the light string set, which is 25 C9 lights, and it's about 25 feet of lights. And this starter kit costs $110, and it's from Target, exclusively at Target. And basically you'll be able to control all the lights from an application that you can download.
You can also make it rainbow.
Okay, you can make it rainbow, but you can change all the different lights right here at your fingertips. So let's go ahead and unbox it, Jake. All right, pretty cool here. So inside the starter kit, this is going to be the control box.
Control box and the Christmas lights.
Okay.
And there's also a caution label.
Yeah.
Do you read it to us?
The caution label pretty much just says be careful and don't stick things in the water. So what you'll notice here as you can connect these strings up, and what we have here are 3 more additional packs of C9 25 lights that we're going to connect here. Very important to know that you can't connect these to any other C9 lights. They only will connect to the Illuminate set. So that's why we got some extra. We're going to plan on putting these up
on
over
the
the easement. On the house? Where at? On the top?
On the top.
Yep. And see if we can do a nice little light show. So let's see how these look. Make sure that they work out okay.
Okay.
So the Philips Quick Start Guide is pretty straightforward. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to connect the box, the control box, to the actual set of wires. Pretty straightforward here. If you look at the control box wires, there's 3 prongs, or holes for the prongs. And if you look at the actual connector, there's the male ends. You're just going to go ahead and connect these in, and that'll get started. Then you can actually plug in the Philips into an outlet, making sure that it is seated correctly, and we can make sure before we start stringing up the lights that they actually have power to them. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, quickly just plug her in after you've got the connector control box hooked up, and you should see your lights cycle on. Looks like they are working, going through all the colors. Pretty cool. So that's a great start. Now what we can do is go ahead and check the rest of the connecting lights and ensure that they're on, and then we can move on to actually programming and installing the actual box.
Hi, this is Kendi, and now that we tested our lights, now we are going to download the app on the App Store.
Okay, cool. Let's see if we can find it, Kennedy. So we can just do search here, and we're going to type in Philips. I think I misspelled that. Illuminate. And it should pop up there. This is the one we want to get. Here. Go over to the Wi-Fi. Turn that on. And I think what we're going to be looking for is the Philips, and our Philips will have a distinct number after it. But that's what we're looking for. We're just going to select that. And we're going to enter in the password, which is the same password for every single one. Okay, looks like it's downloaded, so let's open up the app for the first time. And it's going to ask us to do a couple of things here. Skip and close setup wizard, connect to control box, locate Wi-Fi, use a direct connection. So I think we're going to do that one right there. It's going to ask us to find out which of our Wi-Fis are the ones that we want to connect to, and the Motorola is ours. It's going to ask us to set up the password, so we will. And so it's now restarting the control box after we've entered in our password. Should just take a second. We're at 75%, 78, 81, 85, 93. Okay. You have no more control boxes to connect to your local Wi-Fi router. Close this app, open the Wi-Fi settings, connect the Wi-Fi network to that. Then connect the app, skip, and close out of the setting wizard box because you've already ready to control your lights. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to close out of this. We're going to go to our settings. Now it says to connect to our actual control box, our actual Wi-Fi, and we should now be able to control our lights. Hopefully, back in the setup here. It says your device is connected to the following control box, which is perfect. That's one we just set up. Do you see all your control boxes? Yes, we do. We're all set. Continue for light control. So I'm going to select our control box. I'm going to hit enter because that's the one we want, and then now we're actually into our functions. In a little bit we'll get into the actual functions, but now that we have it set up, we can now connect our other control lights, our other connectors, and then get these up onto the house. Okay, now that we have the starter kit connected to the router and we can connect with our lights through the application that we downloaded, now it's time to get them up on the roof and get them in place so we can actually start using them and have some fun during the holiday season. Originally, I was going to attach the lights to the front of the house with these connectors here. Great idea, theory. You can connect them right to the eave underneath a shingle however you want, so multifaceted, and they work with C7 or C9 bulbs. Unfortunately, they only work with C7 and C9 bulbs that you can twist out of its socket. These are not designed for permanent C9, C7 fixtures like the ones that I have here. These do not unscrew, and if they don't unscrew, you can't use them. You can't use those. So now I'm back to the drawing board. Now I'm thinking If you can see here, these all have little hooks right there, and I'm thinking a nail right out of the facet, right out of the wood on the end of the house will actually hold them in place straight down. So that's what I'm looking at now. I'm just going to find out which nail thickness will do the best job, and then I'll probably go down to the hardware store because I don't have enough of the same nails to do the trick. So that's where we're at now, and check back in just a little bit.
Now, Daddy's gonna go up on the roof and measure how far the Christmas lights have to be apart. Here's your measuring tape, Daddy.
Thank you, son.
You're welcome.
I'm already went out and measured. It's 60 feet across. I've got 100 lights, so basically we're going to lay out each light exactly 6 inches apart, and that should get us right where we need to be. And to make it easy and to make sure that it doesn't look funky, I took a stick and I measured 6 inches times 2. It's very important that you do this. Don't try to eye it or think that you can figure it out on your own, because even one simple light out will cause the rest of the spacing to look funky. So make yourself a little stick, measure 6 inches out, so when you're up there you can just tack, 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 and on you go. So I'm going to get up there, I'm going to do some work, and we'll see how it looks. I'm using just the standard staple, pulling them out just far enough to where the clip will kind of go in behind them, and then letting them sit, and then I'll come up here and I'll straighten them all out. But what kind of dictates where they're lying is all this extra cord, because I wanted the lights to be pretty close together and not the standard 12 inches apart. These are actually 6 inches apart, so that's what I've done all the way up on the eaves over here, down along the way, and then up. Got that much to do left. Also put on the garland, pre-lit garland, and I'll tie that in. Still got some icicle lights to put up over here. Santa sleigh, we put some rope light in color here to kind of look like maybe toys or something. And then we've got Santa in the window that will illuminate around that window. So still got a little bit things to do here and there, but coming along. Okay, so I finished installing the lights outside, and I'll show you those in just a second, but wanted to walk you through the settings here. So just coming back in here, selecting the control box that we already set up, enter. Before you do anything, I set this up with only one string attached. And the problem with that is, if you only set it up with one string attached and then you attach 4 or 5, like I did, more lines, then the program's only going to work for the first 25 lights. So what you want to do is you want to come up to the home screen, hit here settings, go into here, select your device. I mean, right here is really important. The number of lights connected, you need to select how many strings. Now it's actually count the number of lights, so each section's 25 lights. You do the math, you select which one you have. 125 lights is mine. If you do that correctly, then it'll control the entire set of lights. Also, I had a troubleshoot. I was only having 25 or 50 lights communicating after I did this. I found out, and I read through the instructions, that if you don't have it seated correctly, the data port seated correctly, each connector, and then it'll break the communication. So very important that you do that. Do that troubleshooting. Go back on the ladder and see actually if you're seated correctly. So here's all the functions, the preset functions that are in here. You can do chasing multiple, all that good stuff. I'll show you a little bit of how it works and what it looks like when it's up. But here's the screen, so let's go walk outside and take a look. I don't know if you can see this quite well, but I do have a communication issue. I've been having this communication issue with it, and it's always right where it's that plug right there. See how it stops blinking right there? I'll always go back up there. I might need to take these strands back and get a new strand, but every time I go and reseat it, it connects just fine. So I'm going to go troubleshoot and see if that does the trick, and then we'll be back. And sure enough, that fixed the problem as all the lights are dancing. So let's go through and I'll just show you now that the lights are up on the house what some of these things do. So let's do where's that fun one, like here we go, there's the festive, and this one's called red, green, warm white. That's fun. You can do red and green there. And you'll see this one's chasing colors. It's chasing all the way down there. I would change colors again. And actually it's going to chase back the other way. You can do twinkle multiple. So this will actually just twinkle multicolored lights. You fade in and out solid colors. Chasing multiple patterns. I like this. This is what I've been using right now. There's other things. Here's a blue and white warm. Pretty cool colors there. You can just have them. This is called chasing white. And this starts in the middle and chases on the outside. All colors. That's kind of fun. And it'll start over once it gets to the end. There's a red, white, and blue here. Let's see what else. So here it is, red, white, and blue. So if you want to put them up for 4th of July, you can do that too. It's pretty fun. Okay, so there's a lot of choices here. You can also change the speed here. So you can really have them going crazy. That's a bit crazy. It's blinking so fast the camera can't even keep up, but then we'll slow it back down and then you'll see it. And you can pretty much do whatever. I think you can program your own functions. I haven't done that yet, so hope you enjoyed the video, and probably give another review on this by the end of the season, let you know how they went. Yep, that's it. Thanks, appreciate it.